So, on the one hand, have more kids. On the other hand, don't have more kids? Are you okay? Are you mentally here? Do you hear yourself? On the one hand, we should all just procreate more and more and more. Don't be influenced what other people in your culture are saying about the things you are contemplating. Because it's a trend on social media that you have listened to. Everyone is familiar, I'm assuming, I'm hoping, with Brett Cooper. I think everyone's familiar with her. She has a show that looks like it's being filmed in her own home. The comment section with Brett Cooper. That's the name. And she does these. It looks like it's in her bedroom or something. But she has like dual camera setups. She has posted photos at least of, like, you can see like the high quality cameras and lighting and everything being used. Like it's a full on fucking production being used there. However, there's another one, but on the Blaze this time, I believe. What happens? What can we... Hello. About just hanging out and talking about trending topics. I'm not a... PragerU, that's right. PragerU has their own version, but it's a black woman. How quaint, how interesting. Let's see what she has to say. This trend will destroy humanity.
So a couple of TikTok trends are influencing young women not to have children.
The birth rate in the US has gone down. Sure. Births per 1,000 women ages 15 to 44. But you can see here, it is still not in the red. Global birth rate. We are still having more than 2 kids per person. What are you talking about? Population growth, 1% annual growth. We are nearly, look at the population. It is a steady incline from 1960 to 2020. We're nearly at 8 billion people. This trend will not destroy humanity.
Let's talk about it.
Why aren't you all going to have another baby? Your son needs a sibling. Oh my god, the production. Amala. Or Amala? I don't know.
All right, guys, happy Valentine's Day. On this most auspicious day, what better subject matter to talk about than the subject matter of having kids? Yeah!
Can you say boomer?
Yeah! What you do when you love somebody, when you find that significant other you want to spend the rest of your life with? Well, that might not be the case for a lot of young women who are growing up in today's day and age and make that choice of whether or not to have kids. A lot of them are going to say no.
No!
But are they saying no because
Why the boomer editing? Why the fucking annoying boomer editing? That is... it's so fucking annoying. It's just... Unnecessary.
Saw a TikTok trend.
And again, notice the multiple camera angles. Boomer.
Maybe, which is so insane. I've been getting this TikTok trend that is constantly popping up on my For You page about the before and after.
Are you telling on yourself? That For You page is curated for you. You have watched, you have interacted with, you have liked, you have swiped on, you have delved deeper into, you have commented on videos containing this subject. That is why you get that on your For You page.
On your marriage when having children. And these videos are going mega viral.
And let's face it, the internet, they ate it up.
I mean, 1.1 million likes on this first one that we're going to watch. And it's essentially a before and after of how your relationship is affected by having kids. And this is resonating with a lot of young single women, apparently, who have not yet made the decision to have kids. And seemingly resonated maybe with married women who are watching this and saying, this is exactly what happened to my marriage as well. We need to talk about this. So let's see if it resonates with you. And we'll watch one of these videos. 1.1 million likes.
This should be talked about more. We are good. It's just very hard with a new little one. Wait, this is the trend that's destroying human. I know what's going to happen. I already know it. They're happy before the baby comes. Oh my God, we can't wait to have a baby. Oh my God, it's going to be so good. And once the baby comes, they're going to be, oh, I have no energy. My sister-in-law recently had a baby with her lesbian partner. The baby was due. Let's see here. She had plans because she had bought. It's in around August, I believe. She had bought Elden Ring for her PS, and she was gonna play it while on maternity leave. Everyone who has had a baby knows you're not going to have any free time when you have the baby. She ended up selling it to someone else because she didn't even open the package. She has yet to play Elden Ring. Because of course you haven't. You just had a baby. It's not rose. You can't go in to having a baby with rose-colored glasses. Especially in the US, where you have zero paternity or maternity leave. There is, like, if you can't be alone with your kid, with your new baby, and just take care of it, imagine the stress of the economy. Imagine the stress on your life, on your partnership. Of course, don't go into having a kid with rose-colored glasses. Period.
Before baby came. Oh, so before the baby came, we're happy, we're smiling.
Yeah, some people think that having a kid is gonna save their relationship. Don't bring a kid into the world to save your relationship. That's not why you should have a baby. That is the worst reason to have a baby.
We're in the delivery room with, happy wife and husband. And then after, we walk past each other in the high school hallways as if we've never known each other and we never went down this path together. And that's what happens when you have children. First of all, I gotta say.
No, what? That's not what they said. This should be talked about more. We are good. Like, they're still together. They're still happy together. It's just very hard with a new little one. And it is.
And we never... Are women just okay with publicly dogging on their husband like this?
All right, I have never seen a more embarrassing display in my entire career.
I can go out on a strong limb here and maybe point out an issue with your marriage if this is what you're posting on the internet about you and your husband in your relationship. But nobody's going to take accountability for that, right? It's not her fault. It's probably all his fault.
The boomer edit. Like, she's saying our relation. I don't think she's. If you read it a little too literally, yeah, she is saying that the man, her husband, is just ignoring her in the house. But I think what she's saying is that they're both at times ignoring each other.
Of course!
And the baby. It's the baby's fault and his fault, and that's why the marriage is in shambles now. And this got 1.1 million likes, and a lot of girls are commenting and saying, you know, this is what scares me about having children. This is why I don't want to have kids anymore.
I'm so scared.
This has influenced me not to have children. And there's more.
Okay.
It's not just this one. Let's take a look at another one. And this has...
Allow them to not have kids. I don't know. It is perfectly valid to not have kids, to not want kids.
3 times as much engagement, 3.4 million likes. Why aren't...
This really isn't talked about enough. The depression, anxiety, the mental and physical struggle after having a kid, it truly tests a relationship. Thanking God, we finally got back to a good place, but it's hard. I can relate heavily to all the moms posting this.
Aren't y'all going to have another baby? Your son needs a sibling, is what this video says.
Amala. I'm guessing your name is like Kamala, but Amala. You ignore the fucking post. The text here. It's about mental health. It's about depression. Postpartum depression is a real thing and needs to be taken seriously.
Oh, our relationship after.
Yeah, because, okay, postpartum depression makes women, in some cases, in many cases, bitches. What of... That's going to put a strain on the relationship, and that is going to make the husband, in these cases, a little apprehensive towards the relationship, towards the woman. That is a perfectly normal reaction, and it's something you have to work on. But she's just ignoring all that completely.
Could it maybe be that the wrong person was chosen to have a child with? Could it maybe be that you guys didn't have in-depth discussions about what life after a child?
It truly tests a relationship. Thanking God, we finally got back to a good place. They are back to a good place, and they don't want to risk that for another baby. Why is that so hard? Why is that a bad thing? Why can't they live the life that they want to live?
Would look like? Could it maybe be that you shouldn't be dogging on your marriage on social media and spending, what do you mean, maybe 20 minutes making a TikTok, captioning it and posting it out on the internet for the world to see? Maybe that you shouldn't be doing that. You should be spending time with your husband. And
don't be open to the world about your problems. This is conservative mind virus. Don't talk about issues. Put up a happy wall and just smile for the camera for everyone to see. Because there's no way you can be open about mental health issues to the world. You know? Because if you are a bad person.
And you're a child. I just don't know what's going through people's brains, because a lot of people will see this on their For You page and go, yep, makes sense to me. I don't want to have kids. But would you ever, in a relationship with somebody that you're married to, sit and make a video about how that relationship is in shambles and then post that out on the internet for everybody?
It is not in shambles anymore, is the point. Either she is explicitly lying, which is a very big possibility, or she's just stupid and didn't read the caption or the description of the video.
To see. Is that just the modernity? Is that modernity for us? Is that the modern age? Is that just what we do now? We air out all of our dirty laundry on the internet and then go, I don't know why my marriage is in shambles. It must be the baby. And of course, a lot of
982K subscribers, 61K views. That is that is bad.
People are commenting and saying, yeah, this is why I don't want this. You've influenced me, girl.
So she reads the comment section, but not the description.
The wedding photos are cute, but I don't want what comes after. And if you are allowing the TikTok trend to influence you in this way, we have deeper problems. And yeah, maybe you shouldn't be having children because your mind is not ready for taking on the responsibility of caring for another human being. It's not even ready for, looking at social media content and being able to take that in a healthy way.
Wait. I zoned out.
For, looking at social media content, caring, be having children because you're way. We have deeper. And if you are allowing a TikTok trend to influence you in this way, we have deeper problems. And yeah, maybe you shouldn't be having children because your mind is not ready for taking on the responsibility of caring for another human being. It's not even ready for, looking at social media content and being able to take that in a healthy way.
So, on the one hand, have more kids. On the other hand, don't have more kids? Are you okay, Amala? Are you... I can't snap with that finger. It still hurts. Are you okay? Are you mentally here? Do you hear yourself? On the one hand, we should all just procreate more and more and more. Don't be influenced what other people in your culture are saying about the things you are contemplating. Because it's a trend on social media that you have listened to. I mean, Amala, you have listened to a trend. The trend you've listened to is TikToks get views. That is a trend you are following at the moment, at the present moment. Why are you following in that trend? I wonder. It is blatant with these people that they are blatantly just head empty. It is so obvious that they have not thought through a single thing they are saying. It is the Umberto Eco's 14 points where he says, the enemy is both strong and weak at the same time. Have more babies, don't have more babies. Strong, weak.
And now we have a very famous TikToker by the name Haley Bailey, who posted her own version of this TikTok trend, saying that she's not sure if she wants to have kids and that this is why. Because of the trend. So a TikTok trend that has popped up on your For You page has now had such an impression on you that you've...
It's called depression. Postpartum depression. It puts strains on a lot of relationships. And I don't think it's illegitimate to say you should ignore that because it's a trend on TikTok.
You're now on the fence about whether or not you want children. This is what just like young women are like in today's day and age, making such important decisions based off of what they see on TikTok trends from other women. Hi. And of course, all the comments are saying, same girl, same, preach. I've seen this TikTok trend and it's making me not want to have kids either. And a lot of comments are referencing this girl with a list. And for those of you who don't know who that is, a young girl has compiled a list of all the possible negative side effects of having children. Things like your body swells, they sneeze on you, they cough on you, they throw tantrums, you might tear during childbirth. And this list has become so wildly popular and viral that several, if hundreds of thousands of Gen Z women have seen it and gone, this is why I don't want to have kids.
Oh, wait, did I block it for you guys? No. Okay. Okay. We live in unprecedented times where we are 8 billion people on the planet. We don't have to have kids. The human race will continue. Trust me. There are plenty of people wanting to have kids. Let them. Not everyone has to. Let other people live their lives.
Add more to the list.
I don't know if I want kids. I've talked about this, I think, before on the stream. It all depends on my ability to function. At the moment, without medicine, I would not want to have kids. Not today. Maybe in 10 years when if I have my treatment gets sufficient and I am able to handle me not being on meds better than I have been because I've not been aware of it, my condition. Maybe then I could conceive of having kids. But at the present, with my present mental state, I would not be a good parent. My sister-in-law, her kid, I fucking love that kid. He's so cute. He loves me. We are best friends. Like, I can care for that kid. And would something happen and they want that kid in our care, I would happily invite it into my life. But deciding to have a kid is a big step. Is a hard step to take at the present. I don't think this list is any less valid than my own reasoning to not have kids at the moment.
List. I want to see the list. I want to hear about all the negativity. No positivity when it comes to having children, because that's where this generation lies now. They don't want to, rely on their own biological miracle that is placed in their body. They don't want to take accountability for another human life. They don't want to take on the responsibility of caring for somebody other than themselves. And it's just tragic to see. But like I said, if you're being
you have to have kids. It's your biological urge. Have kids. Where's your fucking kid, Amala? Where is your fucking kid? Why aren't you pregnant barefoot in the kitchen right now? Why are you sitting there? Why aren't you having kids? Oh, you have reasons. You have excuses. Other people's excuses aren't valid, but your excuse, now that's valid.
Influenced by TikTok trends like this and lists that you see on the internet, then maybe you shouldn't have kids. But here,
and people, okay, let's assume someone was just influenced by a TikTok trend. Like that's the only influence they had on their decision to not have kids. I don't think so, but let's assume so. What if they change their minds because of your video? Does that make it better? In your mind, does that make it better, Amala? I don't think so.
Here's the harsh reality of it all. Having kids can be tough.
She admits it. She admits it.
It comes with hardship. It comes with responsibility and accountability. And guess what? Even more so than that, you have to step outside of yourself and not be selfish and take care of somebody else and their needs and their wants. But guess what? It's also one of the most, if not the most fulfilling thing that you can do as a mother or even as a father in this life. And you will learn of all the joys, but you won't learn from those joys of toxic mothers who are complaining about their husbands and children on
people describing their own hardship, their personal experience. That's toxic, apparently.
The internet. Whether or not they chose the right one or they didn't, that was their choice. Now it's up to you to go on your own journey, to find your own significant other and to maybe have kids with that person. And of course, take the negative things into account, but also think about how beautiful that could be. It sucks that we are so chronically online that things like an 8-second video that some upset wife has posted on the internet is truly going on to influence the young minds of so many growing young women in this day and age. Marriage and kids can be a very, very beautiful thing so long as you are, thinking critically, choosing the right person to embark on that journey with, and choosing somebody who's going to support you. I don't know about the husbands in these videos that are being shown here, but I certainly know the wives are not supporting them. I certainly know the wives are taking their time to edit TikTok videos and post them on the internet instead of maybe counseling, maybe sitting and talking to their husbands, maybe going and playing with that child that they willingly created and brought onto this earth. But no.
Raised in a far-left activist household, 21-year-old Amala Ekpunobi was once a student organizer for the left. Unanswered questions and a search for the truth led her to a complete ideological transformation, passionately sharing her new conservative values online. Her new conservative values. Amala became a viral social media sensation. Now the host of PragerU's show Unapologetic with Amala. She inspires millions of young people every day to discover the truth, defend their values, and lead better lives. Amala is sought-after public speaker and returning guest on Candace the Ingram Angle and on Fox News and more. I can't help but notice there's nothing about a husband here. Where is your husband, Amala? Why haven't you settled down? Why aren't you pregnant? Where is your kid? Why are you telling other people that they need to have kids when you're not having kids? What is your excuse?
We're so chronically online and chronically selfish that we often can't think of people other than ourselves. Guys, those are my thoughts on these TikTok trends that I keep seeing. I have not been influenced by them. They have not changed my mind about wanting to have children. But again, if they do change your mind, by all means, do not have kids. I'm not here to advocate that people who don't want children have children. I just want to broaden the
Except
picture
that's exactly what you've been doing the entire video.
of what it means to have children, because in modernity, we are seeing so many women talk so negatively about how kids impact you and the earth and the climate and your body, when guess what? They are beautiful, wonderful things. And I think you'll get over the varicose veins and the way that your boobs look different after you have kids. I think after, the miracle of having a child, you'll recognize maybe my boobs were not the most important thing on the earth. And maybe that girl with the list didn't have the full picture.
What? I think most people don't. It's not the boobs that's gonna decide if they have kids or not. That's probably the pain of giving birth. I can absolutely see that being an influence of not wanting to have kids, though. Holy shit, am I glad to be a dude. Holy shit.
Of childbirth and creating a family, the strongest unit you can create. But I could be wrong. Let me know in
the strongest you. So, oh my God, these conservatives. Like it's not enough to just tell people to have kids. No. They have to explain how a family is the strongest unit you can create. There's nothing more pure than a baby's buttocks. Disgusting. Disgusting. Why?
Hello, everybody.
I just want to see some. Okay, 200K views, 119K views. So we are up. 40K views, 30K, 159, 245, 44. It goes up and down. Like, okay, so it was just a bad video that didn't resonate with most people, I guess, in her audience. But then she has, of course, he's gay and doesn't support the LGBTQ plus community. Go fuck yourself then, I guess. Alexa, Nicholas, Amanda Bynes, and Nickelodeon failing child actors. Apparently that resonates. Jussie Smollett, of course. We need to talk about Jeffrey Marsh. Man admits to 7 kids with 7 different women. Have you heard of Nick Cage? No, not Nick Cage. Nick Cannon. How many kids is he up to? With how many different women? Nick Cannon kids. He has 12 kids. Whew. With, I believe, like 8 different mothers or something. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.